are live. A bit late today. However, I was having some technical difficulties. But better late than never. So yesterday we started the write-up section. One sec. Yes, Margaret?
I need your help. I'm sorry.
I'll be right back. My sister needs my help. And I am back. I hope this audio is working. Yep. Okay, I am back, and as I was saying before I left real quick, yesterday we started the section on measure words and numerals.
Dora.
And we're going to continue this section by creating, because in her, possession also makes use of measure words. So possession. So in her, possession is marked by possessed plus measure plus possessor. The measure word agrees with the possessed. Possessor is marked with a key or ka depending on last vowel of word. Possessor marker is optional if the possessed doesn't have a numeral. If possessed is counted, marker is required. Okay. So the basic structure.
Let me turn it on now.
I have no idea, Margaret.
Okay.
You can just play it out loud, it'll be fine.
It's not gonna be loud, right?
It shouldn't be too loud.
You sure?
Yep. The basic structure of possession is noun plus measure word plus possessor. So to give an example, let's grab our example template again.
Enough.
Okay, you guys, why won't it just paste without formatting? Nyada. Actually, since it's not a numeral, we can probably just leave it there. Then this is... Hello, people! Welcome to the stream. Okay, I suppose I'm gonna have to do the tab out till there.
Is this too loud?
You're fine. Sounds in the background of my sister watching Avatar, for those who are wondering. The villager's apple. Basic structure possession.
Dora.
The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hear it?
Not The Disgrace. I don't know if they can hear it, but I'm just saying if they do. What a Zora! Go. Go. Sorry, my dog's been very whiny lately. So,
There are other dogs in the hospital.
yeah. It may take an optional. The possessor may take an optional suffix. The possessor may take an optional suffix. Ki or ka to match the final vowel of the word. And then grab the same exact example, blah blah blah. Possessor may actually, let's replace this one and then move this up here. Yeah, that seems to be a bit better. If the possessed object is if there are multiple possessed of the possessed object, then if try to think about how to word this. If the possessed object is modified by a numeral, then the possessive marker is mandatory. So if there are two there we go. Villagers 2 apples. Wait, no, I'm getting my other Conlang mixed up with this. Herng doesn't have definite or indefinite distinction, so I can do that. So Nyada Herng. Nyada Herng. Nyasa de Herng ki. Okay, so that. Oh, I had an idea for something else to do with this, which is why I put it off from last stream to this one, but I forgot what that idea was. Please tell me I wrote it down. I did not write it down. Okay, so that is done, I guess. Then let me move this. Hum. So there are measure words. That seems to be it. Numerals, possession. Oh, actually, I remember what I was gonna do. If the possessor is modified by a numeral, the suffix goes before the numeral and measure word. This is what I was thinking of. So not to... Do we have a measure word for villagers? I don't think we have a measure word for villagers. I mean, technically we can classify villagers under the same category as edible, but that would be weird. So instead, let's make a new measure word of da. Nah, not da. Do. Yeah, we'll go do. 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 No. Sadu. Sadu. That just sounds funny. Okay, apple. Villagers, 2 CL villager. I'll just leave it with vil for the moment. And that is... Yeah, I think that's good enough for possession for now. If something comes up, we can modify it later. But moving on from possession, I think we should move on to adjectives. Okay, now adjectives, aka stative verbs. So adjectives are a subtype of verbs known as stative verbs. So when in the predicate, they function just like intransitive verbs. So grab example sentence again, example template, and then ngaki. Nope. Nyaya ngami. Ngami. Wait, and they take almost like intransitive verbs, except the subject is marked for the indirect. There we go. So red indirect marker, VM, the voice mark, one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. There we go. The apple is red. Subject is marked. Adjectives are a subtype of. And this is something I just thought up as I was typing this out, but if we make it so that it's marked with something besides the indirect, I'm thinking the patient, we can have it make it something like becoming red or gaining red quality. So when the subject of a stative verb is marked with the patient marking, then it signifies a change in state to the stative verb. D. Patient, so the apple becomes red. It wasn't red before. I quite like that. I do like that indeed. An adjective that modifies a noun is suffixed with ki or ka again and placed before the modified noun. So this, to make this the red apple, that'd be a ka there. So red. What marking should I use to signify that? Possess. Let's just call them both possess. The red apple and now that seems fairly concise about how our adjectives work. I think maybe relative clauses can go here as well. What was our rules for relative clauses again? A place before the nouns they modify. Da 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 da. Nga. Should that be nga or ni? I think that should be ni. Yeah, that should be ni. But the basic premise seems to be just placing the sentence before ki, and then placing that before the noun it modifies. The most basic relative clause is created by placing ki after the clause and before the noun. Like an adjective. Nada. Okay. One, two, three. Dangi. And then apostrophe to really signify that that's a separate clause. Not an apostrophe, a comma. Hernya sangi. Hernya sangi. Yeah. Sangi. Okay, now how does apple patient, always the best part about this process, eat agent, does the did I make the... Okay, yeah, I also make in her the verb of the relative clause agrees with that of the modified noun. Noun relative clauses can't have a voice marking in their... Relative clauses can't have a voice marking in them. So this becomes... Oh. Possessive. Yeah. Villager, VM. Sangi. Lies down. Agent. The villager eating an apple is lying down. Who is eating an apple? Let me just do that to really specify that it is a relative clause. Nyada, nyada, dongiki, herng ya sangi. And then an apple being eaten by a villager falls. What was I trying to show with this sentence? Just that it agrees. Yeah, probably just that it agrees in. The verb agrees in case. Okay. So. There are relative clauses. This is. We did quite a bit of moving so far. Possession, adjectives, and relative clauses. And then might want to. Actually, I think all that is left are verbs and then this syntactic stuff here. So I'll start on the verbs now. Verbioles. A special property of verbs in her is that they may also describe the quality of an action, whether it is good or bad. So this is marked by reduplicating the first syllable of the verb. If the polarity is positive, then it's a good, then the verb possesses a good quality, and if the polarity is negative, then the verb possesses a bad quality. So we're gonna want to pull down 2 examples. Okay, so I swear I had an example sentence showcasing this, something about a good trade. Trade, I might have deleted said sentence by accident, but we can just make a new one up. So Herng, yeah. Villager traded an apple. And then the villager traded an apple. We can the her. So actually, the reduplicated syllable loses pharyngealization and creaking. Pharyngealization, creaking, and length, leaving just plain and nasalized vowel qualities for her. I forgot to write down again that changing the pitch accent of the verb means that it is negative. So I should probably write that down first. Polarity. All verbs are head initially stressed, when they to show negation, the stress changes to low rising pitch. Or initially pitched, the pitch changes to rising pitch. So again, pulling up these two things. And then Herng villager VM apple patient cell agent. The villager traded an apple. Copy, paste. Herng. The villager didn't trade an apple. And that is only shown through the change in the pitch. So Herng is to sell, Herng is not to sell. There we go. Okay, so then Herng. Very good. There we go. Very good. Very go. Nyada. Nyada. Herng. A very nasal language. Okay, so there goes verb duplication. Get rid of post positions. Oh, there's polarity. I did write down polarity. So modalities marked to adverbs. Most modal adverbs are created through appending ri to a verb. So nari, what verb is that attached to? To want. Nari. Okay, I think it's 20 minutes early, but I think I will end the stream here for today. I have been working on converting this into a LaTeX PDF for those who are interested. I'll get that into the folder later. If you like this stream and want to support the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon. And on Wednesday, I will be continuing the New World project. But until then, I will bid everyone adieu.